What's going on, guys? It's your boy Pimpin' and Easy, and I'm back with another video on my channel. Today I have Myfaction content for you guys. I had a couple of requests for videos being made, specifically one that I feel is extremely important, which is going to be breaking down the badges. Aside from like a little quick explanation of the badge on the card, there's really no way to truly break them down in the game. So if you don't know what they are, if you're new to the game, it's not going to make a lot of sense to you. We're going to start with Sami Zayn, my goat. His badges are just silver tier, so they're not the best. He does have a couple of good badges, but the tier also makes the badge. So you could have like a 60 overall, a 70 overall. But if they have 4 gold badges or 5 gold badges and they're really good, it's going to make them an elite card. Let's see. Always see it coming. That's a good badge. So basically, whenever you reverse your opponent, you're gaining special. If you have that on tier 4, which is gold, then it's like, I think you're gaining like 1/4 of your special bar. So 4 reversals and you're at a special. Sticking together is more so for offline, since they don't have any tag team matches online or anything. It's cool for faction wars and proving grounds and live events and stuff like that. Excuse me. Quick recovery. That's a great badge. It increases your recovery, reducing the time from being knocked to the mat, or stunned. So imagine having that on tier 4. So there's 3 tiers. There's silver, there's purple, and then there's gold. Purple can be called amethyst, however you want to call it. Gold is the best tier. It's the top tier. You see gold badges on the card, that's a pretty elite card. So quick recovery on gold, because I know Andre the Giant has it on purple tier 3. It's incredible. Like he doesn't get stunned for too long, especially early in the match, and it's just goated. I would have to show you. I could show you in a gameplay or something like that, but that is a really good badge. Dive Bomber is okay. Online, you don't really do too many diving moves, so it's not. If that's your playstyle, that's a great badge. That's more so for offline though. Then we're gonna go up to Drew McIntyre. See, he has tier 3 badges, so already he's head and shoulders better than Sami. He's not better than Sami in real life, but in this moment, he's better than Sami. Going in hot, that's a good badge. So that starts. So going in hot, the higher the tier, the better. That's the more special meter that's gonna be filled already. As soon as you enter the match, you don't have to do an attack, you don't have to do a taunt, you don't have to do anything. You're gonna have a certain amount of special meter. The higher tier that badge is, the more you'll have. Like Sheamus, for example, he starts with like 3 force. You do 2 moves and you have a signature already. Determination, enter tank mode after taking heavy damage. That can be good. I'm not too familiar with what exactly tank mode is. As you can see, there's tank and beast mode. They don't explain that too well, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly what those mean. I'm assuming it means that you enter a state where you can't really take damage, or your attacks are heavier, by the logos. Because if you see on Rage, he's kind of powering up, and on Determination, it's a fist. So I would assume that those are what those buffs mean. And he has Sting Like a Bee. A lot of people, Sting Like a Bee is a super important badge. I feel like every card should have it to make it usable. To me, it's the second best badge in the game, hands down. Strikes, you get off a strike combo, you're basically stunning somebody. Like Stone Cold, he gets off a strike combo, you're stunned. The Rock. Who else has it? Yokozuna. If you get off a full strike combo, they're stunned. And so Sting Like a Bee is definitely a super tough badge. Next up, we're going to look at Rey Mysterio. He has gold badges. So he has tier 4 badges. Born to Fly. That's more so offline. You're not really going to use that online unless you're a high flyer and that's how you prefer to play. Tier 4 dive bomber. So obviously Rey Mysterio, greatest luchador of all time. He flies. So his badges, they kind of go hand in hand with that. Second wind. Gain quick recovery after taking severe damage. So quick recovery is basically like your health going back up, also your stamina. So him having that on tier 3, after he's taken a beating, his health and his stamina will start to go up more fast. You'll probably notice the badge popping up as well. And he has tier 1 sting like a bee, which is cool. It's not the most, it's not gonna do the most damage, but it's good to have. Now we get to the heavy hitters. We start to get to the cards that actually are moving the needle. Sheamus has 5 badges. His sting like a bee is only tier 1, which is his rage is tier 1, which is but he has heavy handed tier 4. So excuse me. So when you're doing combos, you start out your combo with either a light or a heavy. But if you end that combo with a heavy attack, it's almost a guaranteed stun. Like it's for sure a stun actually. I've never ended a combo where it didn't end in a stun with him. He has going in hot tier 4, which, like I said, he starts with 3/4 of a signature already. You do 2 moves, he has a sig, and the match just started, which can be game changing, obviously. And Pain Train. This is the first time we've seen Pain Train. So when you're running, you know how you do grabs, strikes, and whatnot. Pain Train makes it so those moves do a lot more damage than they normally would. It can be important because sometimes you can get a stun off of that with the right badge combo. So Sheamus's badges are cool. Now we get to the ring general. Sting like a bee. I feel like these cards should have a higher sting like a bee personally. Merciless Opportunist. This is the first time we've come across that. So when somebody's stunned, you get somebody stunned, that's when this badge is gonna trigger. That means essentially you're adding on to the punishment. They're already stunned, but you're doing increased damage while they're stunned. And ring to go and it together, those are more so offline, unless they somehow add tag team matches to online, which would be fire, by the way. Those are more so just for Faction Wars, Proving Grounds, live events. And swiftness tier 4 is important. Increasing the movement speed, because a lot of these characters move really slow. So increasing your movement speed to tier 4, I can't wait to unlock them to see what that's like. Then we get to my other GOAT, Io Sky. You take a look at her badges. Wet Blanket. That is a nice badge. That is an S tier badge. So when you stun an opponent, it reduces their special and finisher. So every time you get a stun off, it's going to reduce their special and finisher. So imagine that on tier 4. You putting in work, you destroying somebody, you stunning them. They won't be able to build up a finisher or a sig, which is huge because you essentially need those to end the match. Tier 4 sting like a bee. That's the best I've seen so far. Tier 4 sting like a bee. It's over. Like, you can't get hit with a combo by this card or it's over. Obviously she has I don't know why she has Born to Fly twice. I feel like that might be a glitch or something. That doesn't really make sense to me. Unless she can enter beast mode 7 times in the match, which I don't think that's necessary. 4 is probably enough. And then she has quick recovery tier 4, which is huge. Like she's gonna be, when she drops, hopefully they let you use women online. She's gonna be the best card in the game by a mile, which she should be because she's the first diamond. Now we get to the architect, the visionary, the revolutionary. Ooh, he has some really good badges. Sting like a Sting like a B tier 3. Wet blanket tier 4. Dirty trickster, which when you're attacking damaged red limbs, it builds more stun. So say you have somebody's stomach red or somebody's head red. Every time you attack that, it's gonna build a stun meter way faster than you would expect, like almost instantly. So as matches wear on, that's gonna be an extremely important badge. Tier 4 rage, I'm assuming that would mean he takes damage a lot better when he's hurt, like a lot better. Slippery ill is really good for low pin escape. Slippery ill is another S tier badge. So it increases your success at kicking out of pins, and kicking out of pins is not easy. Like, I've come across some people who've like mastered it, but me personally, it's not the easiest, especially when you get into those late grinding 5-star classics. Like kicking out becomes like you get excited. It's like, oh, I kicked out of that. Slippery ill will take care of all of that for you. Like the first card with tier 4 slippery ill, I'm using it without a doubt. Now we get to the pink diamonds. These cards, for their time, should be some of the best cards in the game. Sting like a B tier 3. I don't know why I keep wanting to say beer. I'm not trying to drink anything. Sting like a B tier 3. That's good. I feel like that should be tier 4 automatically for a pink diamond. Sticking together, it's only on tier 1, so that's useless. Dive bomber, that's cool because you know KO does kind of get up there. Demolition man. So this is when you're attacking with weapons or props. I think the turnbuckle counts, like the exposed turnbuckle, announce table, stuff like that. Still steps. That's cool for your no DQ matches and stuff like that. Pain train like Sheamus has, which is good. It increases your running attacks and stuff. His badges could be better, honestly. His badges could definitely be better. Asuka. Oh, you get Asuka right after him. Asuka has some great badges. Wow, she has some great badges. So Sting like a B tier 4. Endurance. So endurance, when you kick out of a pin, it raises like your health, your stamina, all of that by a great amount. Tier 4. That is huge for late matches and stuff like that, or matches where you might not be winning, or it's a back and forth or whatever. That's huge. Wet blanket tier 3. All the answers. That's the first card I've seen with that badge on this collector level. That to me is the best badge in the game, and it's not particularly close. So all these other badges are primarily offensive badges. Like you have to be you have to be cooking on offense. This is a defensive badge. You get rewarded for reversing. Yokozuna has it, which is why I was using him online while nobody else was. And it makes all the difference. Because for those matches where it's kind of like a stalemate and y'all are both reversing each other like crazy, every time you reverse them, it's going to build your stun meter. And that's game changing. Like, that is the number one badge I feel like every great card should have. Unstoppable. Enter tank mode after escaping a pin. I feel like that's the same as demolition and what was the other one? Tank. Or not tank, it was demolition and rage. I'll have to see what those actually do on a card. I'll have to see what they look like. and I'll have to actually pay attention to the buffs and stuff, because I'm not too familiar. Space Invader, this is strictly for submissions. If you like to do submissions, tier 4 Space Invader, you get a submission in, it's over. If a card doesn't have Rezil and they have any type of damage, it's over. That's why she's so high. Like tier 4, 960 cards. That's why. Because by then you would need cards with resiliency and stuff like that to counter that. And then you get to the cream of the crop. The Nature Boy's daughter, Charlotte Flair. Her badges aren't the best. Asuka's badges are better than hers. Asuka has better badges. Quick Climber. Again, that's if you choose to, high fly and stuff like that. Born to Fly. Really. Obviously, she has tier 4 Space Invader. Her finisher is devastating. Determination. Sting like a bee, which is obviously great. Her badges are bad. Wow. The top card, the top collector level card has some really bad badges. Those are all, I easily would use Asuka over her off of badges, without a doubt. Like, it's not even a question. That's incredible. Yeah, we went over all of these badges. I can't believe she didn't have anything new that somebody else didn't have, or maybe Quick Climber, but I don't know. That's not good. Oh, this is something else. I completely forgot that I didn't realize I could do. Where's it at? Yes. I thought you couldn't look at LA Knight's badges. This card is trash. This card is absolutely trash, bro. Like, there's no way they expect for people to grind ranked for this card. This card is trash. Like, oh man, this isn't even better than this is trash. Like, the badges are good, but they're only tier 1. They're not, like, it's not doing anything. And people have Gunther already. People are gonna have Seth Rollins by the time this card drops. This card will not get used by anybody. Like, Rabble Rouser is a good badge. I mean, you get it's pretty self-explanatory. You taunt, depending on the tier, you complete a successful amount of taunts, and you get a finisher. Sting like a bee, S tier. Dive Bomber, kind of pointless. Lionheart, that's good, but you have to keep hitting finishers. Like, depending on the tier, that can be really good. But tier 1 is not. Yeah. This one doesn't even, there's no point in looking at this one. It's the same card minus a badge. So yeah, I won't be, no. But those are the most important badges. Like, I feel like that was the best way to go through it, because the collector level cards are gonna have majority of the badges. And as you can see, as the cards get better, the badges get better. You get to your ruby, and that's when you see your first gold badge. And then from then on up, the higher you are, the more gold badges you have. 3, 4, 4, 4. She's a 90s. I still can't get over her badges. I mean, maybe she plays good. And again, maybe they update these cards once maybe this is kind of like a filling out process to assess kind of pacing and everything, because LA Knight won't be usable with his badges and stats. Like, he's not going to be, nobody's going to be using him. We can't see Galaxy Opals yet, but there shouldn't be a question. Those are the cream of the crop, the best cards. They're going to have all the badges. They're going to have everything that you need. because badges make cards at the end of the day. I can't get over that Charlotte. That is crazy. And the LA Knight, like, yeah. That's gonna wrap this video up though, guys. As you can see, I'm kind of dumbfounded at, I don't know, I feel like especially for cards that you have to grind for, I feel like those should be better. Those should be some top tier cards. To hit collector level 26 or whatever it is, you're gonna have to A, spend money, and B, grind. And that card is not, it looks cool, but that card is not worth it. Not with the badges. Yeah. That's gonna wrap this video up though, guys. I'll be back with another one tomorrow. I have some more stuff that people wanted me to do. I kind of made a little list, and I'm just gonna check them off as I go. That way I can get that content out to you guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And it's your boy Pimpin' Ain't Easy, and I'm out.